In this video, we are going to talk about the graph of a quadratic function. There are two forms that you need to be aware of. The first one is the general form, and then the second one is a special form. We first talk about the coefficient of x squared, a. For a, it talks about the direction of opening. When a is greater than 0, the curve opens upward. And then when a is smaller than 0, the curve opens downward. For the constant part, when we put x by 0, you find that y equals c. Therefore, this constant is actually the y-intercept of the curve. When c is positive, the y-intercept cuts the y-axis above the x-axis. While when c is smaller than 0, you can see the red dots, it cuts the y-axis below the x-axis. Here, I show you some graphs to represent how the curves may look like. For this simple discriminant, E equals b squared minus 4ac, it talks about the nature of roots. When delta is greater than 0, the curve cuts the x-axis twice. There are two x-intercepts. While when delta is smaller than 0, there's no x-intercept. When it is equal to 0, it only has one intercept, or you usually see that it will touch the x-axis. Here the green curve shows how it cuts the x-axis twice, and then the red one shows a curve which does not cross the x-axis, while the purple curve shows how it touches the x-axis at only one point. For the value of b, we don't discuss it here because it is a long foundation part. While the special form, you need to be aware that the highlighted part tells you about the xy coordinates of the vertex, and the vertex is hk. Be aware that when it is minus h, then you will have the x coordinate being h. For example, you can see the quadratic function here. When we have x plus 3 squared, we will write down negative 3 for the x coordinate. But for the y coordinate, we simply copy the constant term there. After learning the vertex, we talk about the a. For the a, we try to expand it, and then you will have ax squared at the beginning. Be reminded of the general form. You can see that they actually have the same leading coefficient. Therefore, the a here actually refers to the same as the general form. So for a greater than 0, we have the open upward, while for a is smaller than 0, it opens downward. The vertex refers to the tip of the quadratic curve. Therefore, when it opens upward or downward, you can see where the vertex is. H is the x-coordinate of the vertex. Therefore, when h is greater than 0, the points or the vertex should be on the right-hand side of the y-axis. Similarly, when h is smaller than 0, the vertex should be on the left-hand side of the y-axis as shown in the diagram here. The concept for k is very similar to h, because k refers to the y-coordinates of the vertex. When it is greater than 0, the vertex should be above x-axis as the y-coordinate is larger than 0. While when it is smaller than 0, the points should be below the x-axis as shown in the diagram here. Here the screen shows all the important parts that you need to know about the graph of a quadratic function. To learn better, you are now given an exercise to try. For example, for a, you need to judge which curves actually refers to the a greater than 0 and which ones refers to the a smaller than 0. The answer will be shown very soon. You can pause the video to try by yourself first. Here is the answer. The curves are highlighted in different colors for your easy reference. Do you get all of them correct? Hope you like this video.